Hello, and welcome to this quick introduction to SDA Inc AI, an AI-powered migration accelerator designed to help organizations move from third-party integration platforms to SAP Integration Suite faster, with less effort and reduced migration risk. SDA Inc AI is built entirely on SAP Business Technology Platform, following the architecture shown here on the screen. For today's demo, we will focus on a migration scenario from MuleSoft to SAP Integration Suite. Before we get started, let's take a quick look at a MuleSoft asset. Here, we are looking at a MuleSoft application that contains an integration flow. Using SDA Inc AI, this asset can be analyzed and converted into a SAP Integration Suite artifact without requiring manual coding. Now, let's move into SDA Inc AI. First, I am logging in as Daniel, our power user persona. Daniel can interact with our AI agent, Lumi, to define the basic parameters of the migration project. In this example, Daniel selects MuleSoft as the source platform. Daniel then selects the source platform version and provides a name for the project. Based on this input, Lumi builds the contextual project workspace and enables the appropriate metadata model for the migration journey. It is important to note that SDA Inc AI is designed to support multiple enterprise integration platforms. Based on the source platform selected, Lumi dynamically adapts the project context, the menu structure, the metadata, and the terminology used throughout the solution. Now that our project has been created, let's walk through the first phase, prepare. To speed up the demo, some of the required fields have already been pre-filled. We begin by assigning team members to the project. Here, we are adding Michelle as an integration developer. Next, we configure the connection to the source system by entering the required connection details and user credentials. Once the connection is established, we can load the available assets from the source platform. If the source system contains a large number of assets, filters can be applied to limit the number of entries imported. Here, we can see that 3 assets have been successfully imported from MuleSoft, including the application we reviewed at the beginning of the demo. During the import process, Lumi performs an initial conversion analysis. By clicking on the Details link, we can access a high-level assessment of the asset, including its purpose and key migration considerations. We now move to the next phase, Plan. From here, we can organize our migration into migration buckets. A migration bucket is automatically created when assets are imported from the source system. For this demo, we simply provide a meaningful name for the bucket. Next, we define migration waves. This allows the project team to align the migration with an agile delivery methodology and assign buckets to specific waves. We can then set priorities by moving assets up or down in the list. The next step is to assign team members to each object. For simplicity, we will assign Bella to one asset only. Finally, the wave can be submitted and approved through a multi-level approval workflow. For the purpose of this demo, we will proceed with the approval to move quickly to the next step. We now move into the execute phase. Acting as an integration developer, we open the migration cockpit, where we can see the assets that are ready for conversion and assigned to the project user. The first step is to assign the selected objects to a package. We select the relevant line items and click Add Package. We can now see that the objects have been added to the package. Next, we click Convert, and this is where the core automation takes place. SDA Inc AI converts the selected objects into SAP Integration Suite artifacts. We can see that some of the assets contain data weave scripts. By clicking on the script button, we can preview the original script and compare it with the target state version generated in Groovy format. We can also click on the Details button to review additional information about the converted objects. Once the conversion is complete, we click Download. SDA Inc AI generates a zip file containing the converted artifacts, which can then be uploaded into SAP Integration Suite. We also get a direct link to the storage location, where the exported files can be validated. We are now ready to import the newly converted artifacts into SAP Integration Suite. Let's navigate to the Integration Flow section in SAP Integration Suite and open a project that was created in advance to speed up the demo. For this example, we previously uploaded a converted artifact from an earlier run. From here, we simply click Add, select Integration Flow, and choose the file exported by SDA Inc AI. The converted artifact is immediately uploaded as an iFlow. Let's take a quick look at the result. If you recall the original MuleSoft flow shown at the beginning of the demo, we now have a fully converted SAP Integration Suite iFlow, including the key steps, actions, and a groovy script automatically generated from the original transformation logic. From this point forward, the process continues using the standard SAP Integration Suite lifecycle for testing, validation, and deployment. This concludes our quick demo of SDA Inc AI. Today, we focused on one MuleSoft to SAP Integration Suite migration scenario. SDA Inc AI supports additional asset types, integration patterns, and platform variations, helping teams accelerate migration projects while improving visibility, consistency, and control. To learn more or explore additional use cases, please contact your SDA sales team.